What's up, friends? It's Cappy, and I have created a list from the depths of hell. This is, I ate the gas fruit and have been indoctrinated into the Punk Hazard fan club, a Caesar Clown deck list, and I'm sure you're looking at this thing and you're thinking, what the frick is going on? Well, let me explain my thought process behind all these cards, and if you have a better list, put it down in the comments below, because I definitely want to hear it, but this one cooks, all right? As you'll see, this one can cook. Now let's get into this deck list. First off, what's the leader freaking do? I have to show my opponent what he does every single time because nobody plays the clown, but let me tell you, he kind of cooks. Dawn ×2 when attacking. So you have to have 2 with Dawn attached to Caesar Clown for this to work. When attacking, you return one of your Punk Hazard type characters with a cost of 2 or more to the owner's hand, and then KO one of your characters or opponent's characters with a 4,000 power or less. This is basically what you're trying to do the entire time. You want to swing in for 7 and kill something on the board. And how do you do that? What is how you do that? Monet. Literally the most important card in the deck. Friends, I think that you may have misheard me. I think I may have heard an important card. No, this is the most important card in the deck. Caesar Clown lives and dies by this bird girl, okay? You have to find her. And as you'll see, most of the deck revolves around that. So what does Monet do? It's an activate main that you can rest the character and then give up to 2 of your rested Dawn cards to one of your leaders, like Caesar Clown, who needs 2 Dawn cards anyway, and then give an opponent character minus 1,000 power. So Caesar Clown needs that character to be 4,000 power or less. Monet brings you down 1,000. So with this combo of just playing out the Monet, resting to give out those 2 Dawn that you literally just played back to Caesar Clown, you can hit a 5,000 power character, which is busted. Like, not even hit, like you KO them with the ability. So you have the ability to keep tempo a lot. Now let's go through the rest of the cards now that you kind of understand the fundamental combo of Caesar Clown, and I'll explain what the deal is. First off, we got Otama, 2k counter, and on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for this turn. Slam dunk. So if you play that for literally just 1 Dawn minus 2,000 power, it puts a lot more stuff in range of Caesar's ability. Next up, we got 4 Virgos. This is a Punk Hazard searcher that searches the top 5. If you don't draw into Monet on your thing, you should mulligan. But if you mulligan and you still don't find, hopefully Virgo will help you find that Monet. You should be looking for Monet every single time with Virgo, unless you already got plenty of Monets. Next up, we got Dragon number 13. Occasionally, you won't find any Monets, and that will suck. However, on 4 Dawn turn, you can play out Dragon number 13, attach 2 Dawn to Caesar Clown, and still use your ability by bouncing back Dragon number 13, because he's a 2-cost character. 2-cost blocker, 1k power, searchable by Virgo. Very, very solid card. Next up, we got a little... This is where it gets a little bit spicy. We got some Baccarat. Now, Baccarat is probably one of my favorite cards in the game, with being a blocker that's only 3 cost, and then you can turn any card in your hand into a 2k counter with her ability to on opponent's attack. You just trash card from your hand and then give a leader character 2k power for this battle. So super duper solid, especially if you're running a bit more bricks. Now, this deck isn't too bricky, but I mean, this character is a slam dunk in my opinion, and you kind of need a lot of low cost blockers to kind of eat stuff in the middle of the game, and so Baccarat fits that perfectly. Next up, we have Monet, 2k counter, on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power for the turn. Super cool character. It is a high cost, like 3 is that's a lot of Dawn to spend on 1,000 minus. However, like, worst comes to worst, you can play her out, still try and hit people with your leader ability, and then also too, you can bounce her back, so you can still use her as a 2k. You can, it's a lot of commitment, but that 1000 power might be just what you need to push over the edge. Now we got a little bit more spice too. Nico Robin. OP-11 Nico Robin. Now, as you can see, a lot of this deck isn't searchable, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that, so hold your horses. Nico Robin, Dawn ×2, when attack and give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power until the end of their next turn. So not only does Nico Robin help put characters into range of Caesar Clown's ability, but sometimes maybe you just want to throw that minus 2000 power at a heavy hitter, and then you'll be able to counter out of it next turn. Nico Robin is also one of those like pseudo blocker type characters where her ability is so strong. She'll be swinging for 6k with 2 Dawn attached. So I mean, you can swing into but like the range that she can swing into is even bigger because of that on play or that when attacking ability. Now, so she puts things into range for Caesar Clown, and then also is kind of a pseudo blocker. So I like to run for Nico Robin, especially because she's not searchable. However, it is a bit slower pace. So I generally, if you do have the tempo, this is a heavy win more card, but it will help you in the long run because they love to swing into this thing. And if they're swinging into this, they're not swinging into you. So for 3 Dawn investment, it's pretty solid card. Next up, Tony Chopper. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. 2k counter blocker, and character gets 6000 power on the opponent's turn, so you can block for 6k. It slaps. It's really good. And yeah, Punk has are searchable, so Virgo can find it. Next up, we got Wapol. Now, Wapol is like Nico Robin, but on steroids. Okay, this is a really strong finisher card. So you play it out. Obviously, you can't do anything with it immediately, but if you already have Monets on the board, you have it bounce back. If you get multiple Monets, this thing's even stronger because you can still use their ability after you've played this Wapol. And so really, you're only investing like 4 Dawn into it if you already have a Monet on the board. But Dawn, he has the ability Dawn X1 when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power for the turn, kind of like Nico Robin. But then, or no, and then give this power plus then give this character plus 2000 power to the end of your opponent's next turn. So he turns into an 8k, which is extremely strong, but you'll be swinging in for 9k because of the Dawn X1. Man, this guy likes to eat. He likes to eat, and he eats big. All right. Next up, we run 2 copies of the Shanks. Baccarat can get rid of it if we need the counter, but all of your characters, or all of your opponent's characters, have minus 1000 power is just good for the clown. Now, if you have a Monet on the board already, generally what you're going to want to try and do is get Monet on the board and keep her there before you play out the Shanks. So Shanks is very much a already kind of Hail Mary boss card, but he can be a win more card if you have the pieces in place already. Next up, we have 2 copies of Carrot. This blue card on play, look at the top 3 of your deck and then place them in the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So this is another way to kind of help search for Monet. So I have a lot of pseudo search in this deck, and this is one of the cards that does that. So the idea is to play it out, and if you see Monet in that top 3, then you just put her to the top. You're gonna draw her in the next turn, no big deal. If you don't, you just bottom deck it, and now your percentage of finding Monet in the next one is higher. Okay, so kind of that's how it works. But then worst comes to worst, on opponent's attack, you can trash the character and give up to one of your leaders 1000 power for the battle. So it kind of it helps with that too. It's only 1 cost. You can kind of fix your draw and then trash the card for 6k. So if they swing in for 5, free block basically. So this carrot is pretty nice. Next, I run 2 Cavendish, and Cavendish is another one of those when attacking characters that absolutely slaps. You just draw 2 and then trash 1 from your hand. So this is more of the pseudo search. If you don't find your Monet, drop this Cavendish and start chucking. It's also a pseudo blocker too, because Uh, if you let Cavendish just sit on the board and just swing, the amount of card advantage you are going to have is going to be overwhelming for your opponent, and there's going to be nothing they can do about it. And it's 6k power, 6k power, so they have to dedicate a 2k at least to block it. Very, very solid card. I dig it, and the art. The art is really cool too. Next, we got Nami. This is one of those new cards that also does a lot of the pseudo search. So if your leader's multicolored, draw 3 cards and place 2 from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you can fix your hand, you can draw like 3 cards is nuts. That's really, really solid. 5 cost for a 6k blocker? What the heck? Super solid card. Your leader has to be multicolored, but we're lucky because your Caesar Clown is. So bada bing, bada boom, slam dunk there. Next up, we got Divine Departure. Now, a lot of people have run Bad Manners Kit Course instead of Divine Departure, and I have done that in the past too. However, the Baccarat helps get rid of bricks, so I don't really need the Kit Course to do that. And I find that the main of Divine Departure is a lot stronger. For instance, with, you know, Otama and yeah, literally with Otama, I can hit a 10k for 7 Dawn with Divine Departure. That super annoying, shoot, not Kid, but the purple card that restands itself. Oh my gosh. I'm drawing a blank. He's Big Mom Pirates. Katakuri. 8 cost Katakuri. Divine Departure hits that, and you can just skirt right around it. Super, super good. You know what else hits the 8 cost Katakuri? Or is the Gum Gum UFO. Because Gum Gum UFO, the main is to give one of your opponent's characters minus 4,000 power till the end of the turn. And then if you have 2 or less life, give your leader up to 1 or one of your characters plus 1,000 power to the end of turn. So this card is really, really solid for getting big guys down to the point where with a Monet, with an Otama, Caesar Clown can knock them out with his ability. Super solid. Literally, you can hit like a 9,000 power card for 4 Dawn invested, and still be swinging in for 8k potentially with the, if you have 2 or less life. I run 4 copies of this. It's Punk Hazard searchable, and it's a super duper solid card. Some other ideas I've seen people play like is more Punk Hazard in general, like with Smiley. I like the Smileys, they're cool, but a lot of times it just didn't seem like enough. It just didn't seem like enough. This one feels good to play because you have so many cards in hand. There's a lot of card draw, and you'll always, I mean, you're doing the best you freaking can to find your Monets. So this deck I have found some success with, but let's prove it to you. Let's get into some games. Let's get this started off right with some Black Purple Luffy. Now we're playing as the GOAT, Caesar Clown, so this shouldn't be too difficult. This is an amazing starting hand, by the way. Holy frick, we got 2 Monets already, a carrot, and UFO, and a 2k. We're keeping straight up. Keep. We could just straight up oh, and we drew into our Wapple too. Holy frick. Okay, I'm thinking that we just let's just play out the Monet and let it ride, because we can even swing with the Monet or do the activate main, or we could also just play out carrot next turn too and stack the deck here. Yeah, this guy's dead. This guy's just straight up toast. You got your on play. Nice. Glad you got your on play. Here we will eat this though. Yeah, I'm not about to take more than that. It would be nice if we had a dragon number 13. See, what's great here is that, okay, we drew our Cavendish, which gives us more card draw. So boom, we play out the Cavendish. Boom, boom, boom. Rest. Boom. 7k swing, eliminated the Zoro, and we established our Cavendish onto the field. What are they gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Big dog, woof woof. They have no idea. They're taking forever. They're taking 1,000 years. All right, they're just gonna eat it. All right, now let's see what you got, big dog. Let's see what you got. Probably. What does purple black like to play? Shoot, I can't even. I don't even know what. I'm not super familiar with purple black. It's probably the least popular out of all the purple Luffys, I would say. I at least play against it the least. Yeah, that Robin is a really good card. It's a ramp card for purple black in specific. I don't think it works with any of the other ones. Yeah, Dawn -2, add up to 1 Dawn card from your set it is active, and then it activates this effect here. So when 2 or more Dawn are returned, you can set 1 active and 1 non-active. We're gonna eat this too. Just chomp, chomp, chomp. I'm hoping here. Oh my gosh, another Monet. We already have 3 of our Monets. See, this deck lives and dies by the Monets. If you get the Monets, you're gonna have a good time. If not, it's kind of gonna suck. Let's go ahead and attack first so we can get our draw. Perfect. We drew a chopper. That is exactly what we wanted. I would hate to throw away a Monet. But I don't want to throw away anything else. Let's get rid of the carrot. We'll toss the carrot. And so now my idea is to play out Monet for 2, eliminate Nico Robin, and then play out Chopper, so that we can get another. We got to get a blocker on the field because we're losing a lot of life, and I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. So we'll just go ahead, swing, bounce Monet back to hand, eliminate Nico Robin, and swing for 7 into 5 yet again. And look at our hand size, 10 cards to 5, because the draw is absolutely cracked with this deck if you can pull it off correctly. Let's see if they decide to take or if they decide to counter out. They're gonna, if they counter out, that's at least 2 cards. That's at least 2 cards out of their hand if they counter out. Not a good idea. But they don't want to eat it either. Shoot. See, this is the power of the clown. If you can stay ahead tempo-wise early, then it works. If you can't, then you're kind of screwed. But this is a pretty good example of it actually working. Next turn will be our 8 Dawn turn. We can play out Wapple and also play out Monet and do our elimination thing with Caesar Clown as well. So we'll see how that works. We might not be able to do that. Alternatively, we can kill up a big guy with Gum Gum UFO, the -4000, and then play out the Monet for 4. That would give us another 4 to work with. Yeah, okay. It's gonna swing big. He can only swing 6 with his leader. Do we just let him take it? You know what? What if we block? What if we block with Chopper, and then now he has to commit the Dawn to it, and then we just give him a 1K and get out of it? I think that's the call. I think that's the right call. And then we can, next turn, we can eliminate this. So this would get him down to 6,000. 5, 4, just like that. So I think that is a pretty good call. That would, let's go ahead and, I hate giving Nami up, but yeah, we'll give Nami up and see what happens from there. I assume that he left the 1 Dawn up for Gum Gum Giant, and that's unfortunate. We have no way to kind of play around that, but we do have a way to play around just killing everything he drops down onto the ground. Hopefully we pull. Okay, we got our Nami back. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have to dedicate 6 Dawn to killing him, because it'll be 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, bop, bam. Bada, bop, boom. And so I know for a fact that I'm going to be doing this. So it's not that big of a deal. We will just swing low, Sweet Chariot. Absolutely eviscerate him. 10 into 5. Next, we're going to swing with Cavendish. Maybe we should have swung first with Cavendish to just see what we drew. But I'm hoping to draw into a dragon number 13. So then I can play out that 2-cost blocker and be perfectly safe going into the next turn. We shall see. I can't imagine he would try to counter out of this, but if he doesn't, it's kind of dangerous. He has the Gum Gum Giant, which could bring him up to 9, but then he's going to need another 2k on top of that to get out of this. And then he'll have to go back to 8, I believe. Yeah, so he does Gum Gum Giant. We've done a pretty good job in keeping the ramp down a bit. He has to have 2k of counter in hand. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's swing with Cavendish. Darn, we did not end up picking up a we didn't end up getting a dragon number 13, but we have 1 2k, 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 2k. We have so many 2ks in hand. Maybe we can get rid of a... I don't want to throw away Monet. Oh, this decisions. I don't want to throw away Wapple either. Wapple is super good. Like, Wapple into Chopper would be a really, really good... We'll just get rid of a Monet. We'll toss Monet. I hate doing that, but I think that that might be the call here. So, let's see. I don't think... I mean, he has... what is it? The 9-cost Monkey D. Luffy? Where's that? Where's that thing? He played out. Yeah, I mean, if he has another one, he can play it again. I imagine, though, he'll probably want to kill Cavendish. He'll probably want to kill Monet. I guess here I could have played out another Monet, but I didn't think about it. But it's not too big of a deal either, because for instance, if he swings and this is a divine departure, that'll be okay. I'll be able to counter out of something with divine departure too. But this is gonna be a little bit tricky for our friend here. He's taking his sweet time to figure out what exactly he wants to do. But as you can see, like, the power of this deck is insane. He hasn't been able to actually keep anything on the field for very long. And now he's going to get one attack in. One attack. And do you swing for the Monet? Do you swing for the Cavendish, which is getting me cards every single turn? Oh my gosh, and he decides to play a blocker instead. I can imagine that this is for Gum Gum Giant, this one Dawn here. So he'll probably swing in for... Oh! No Giant. Interesting. I think that we are in the position where I would rather counter out of this than take it. Purely because I know I'll just get the cards the next turn anyway. It's not a huge sacrifice to just counter out of that. Now here, oh my gosh, we pulled a Baccarat. Holy frick, we're absolutely on fire. I could play Wapple, who is he's like basically an ender card for me. Play out the Wapple, rest to bring it down to... I don't know if we have an opportunity to play Wapple yet. I want to get rid of this card. We could just swing into this, but this is going to be extremely annoying to keep swinging into a 7k leader. I don't want to do that. So we will go ahead and play out our Tony Chopper. We will do this. Do this. Boop. And then another Monet. Yeah, one more. Maybe I should have played out Baccarat instead. Who knows? We will swing 11 into 7, bounce back, get rid of that monkey, the beer Luffy. Frick beer Luffy. He needs to stay sober. And maybe we'll even get this card too if he decides not to take. There's no way he can counter out of this, right? To 9, 11. He'd have to give up 3 cards to counter out. Such a massive swing. And because we already have, like, I'm gonna be a pain in the butt and just swing again. Do I want to get rid of what am I looking for if I keep Virgo? Gum Gum UFO. Yeah, we'll toss Carrot. We'll toss Carrot here. Now, when it comes to Caesar Clown, the idea is that you also too, like, kind of need to, you just have to keep tempo basically the entire time. Like, this is really good for me because he did block with the chopper. He did, I mean, I was able to kill Beer Luffy straight out of the gate. So he can only swing at me with one swing. And if I play a blocker every turn and he's got nothing on the board, my life will stay healthy. 2 is a great space for the clown to be in, because then Gum Gum UFO also gives you that extra 1000 power. It's a pretty solid spot. We'll see what my opponent decides to do here. He's got 10 Dawn now, but I can't imagine that he has anything like super substantial. If he has that time altering Luffy, he could play that out and get an extra turn to maybe get some tempo that way. But I got a lot of counter in hand too, homies. Once I play this Baccarat, anything will be a 2K. This is just literally, though, what you've seen here is the power of this Cavendish. Such a strong card. If they cannot eliminate it out of the gate, it's going to be a pain for the whole game. I mean, I've swung with this Cavendish 3 times at least. So that is a total of 3 extra cards that I drew, plus the 6K attack every single time. This time it was an 8K attack. Absolutely devastating. I can't imagine what they are thinking that is going to be taking so long. They must have a very, very hard play line, or maybe not very many lines that they can really go down. I think for my next turn, we'll be at 10 Dawn again. I would love to play out the Wapple. Wapple is a really strong finisher for you. And now that I already have the Monets on the field, if he can't get rid of the Monets, Wapple will be a lot safer of a play, because I can still power reduction things that they might play. For instance, any chump blockers, things of that nature. I assume that if he's run one of these choppers, he's probably got 3 more. So if he's thinking about playing one of those, then you know, I can easily just take care of those without the Monets. Okay, he tapped 2 Dawn. What was that? Top Knot. Return up to one of your opponent's characters the cost of 4 less to the bottom of their deck. So he bottom decked a oh, he really wants to get rid of the Cavendish. Now we saved it last time. I don't know if we can do that this time. Before I decide, though, that would be 3 cards in hand. 3 cards, but how much can I kill him? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5K. I can't kill him. So is it worth dumping them? Yeah, I think it might be. This is kind of crazy to try and protect this, but he only has 1 life. And he has no blockers. He doesn't have any Dawn up for Giant. I might be able to just swing big here and win the game. Yeah, you can have that. I'll allow it. We shall. I mean, why not? Why not? I will allow it. Yeah, so my idea is maybe we just swing for the fences here. Like 10 and then 10? 10 and then 11? Let's do it. Why the frick not? Ooh. We could keep Divine Departure. Might save us if we fail here. I'll get rid of a Wapple. I only need 1. 6K. It's kind of ballsy. I could do a Boggarot and just swing for 10 again. We'll do this. Play out a blocker just to be safe. And then let's see here. 1, 2, assuming he has a rusher 3. Yeah. I don't even think I need Divine Departure. Hopefully I don't regret this. Oh, and I can bounce Monet back. Cool. We'll see. We shall see here. Is that enough? It's gonna empty out his hand at least. Yes! Let's go! That is the power of the clown. The power of the clown. GG to my opponent. Excellent work. Let's hop into another one. Alrighty, this time we have some Belo. We're gonna go second, and we already got a Monet. So I think we'll go ahead and keep. I'm not sure if that was the exact right call, just because I don't think that they have anything that they can get rid of from. We don't have any other low-cost units that we can play out. I think that we play out Nami, though. We eliminate whatever they play out this time. Yeah, no big deal. Let's go ahead and give them a Wapple so that we don't have to go down. And let's go. Okay, that is actually excellent for us. I love that we have been gifted such wonderful presents. We can't really play anything here, so I think that the idea here is that I will swing 5 and then swing 7 and take it back and boom. Let's do that. Swing 5. Hopefully they take, or they give us a counter. Either one would be fine with me. Come on. Yes, yes. Perfect. Wonderful. Boom. Get the frick out of my town. Get that blocker out of here. Nonsense. Nonsense blocker. Let's go. Uh-oh. So they play out the stage, which lets them cycle through their hand a little bit. We shall see. So they trash a card and then look at the top 3 and then add something to their deck. Now, they haven't decided what yet. This is pretty good news, though. The fact that they have such little hand already is pretty solid. If we can keep just eliminating whatever they get, that would be peak. That would be absolute peak. Yeah, so you can rest this character. Oh, gains 5,000 power. Well, howdy do. We're gonna be at 6 Dawn next turn. I kind of want to take just so I can see if I get Perfect. I get something small that I can play. Love that. That's exactly kind of what I was looking for by taking that life. Because we have to play Monet, so then we'll have 4 Dawn left over. If I can play this carrot, maybe I can cycle the deck a little bit, things like that. We're going to get rid of this Sabo next turn, though, because he is only 5,000 power. Oh, we drew Immaculate. We drew Immaculate. Oh my gosh. Crazy work. We'll keep 1 Dawn up for Divine Departure. So we will go ahead and swing 7, then play out the Dragon number 13, and then Carrot. And yeah, then we'll have 1 still for Divine Departure. I mean, they'll either take it or they'll take life here, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Perfect, they took life. We will establish a blocker. Then we can have Carrot. Let's see, next turn we'll be at 7. So I can play out Nami next turn. I don't necessarily need any of them. I'll put them on the bottom. And then I'll pass. See, that is also, this Carrot card is low-key fire, friends. You look at the top 3 cards of the deck, boom. You don't like them? Put them on the bottom. Now you're more likely to draw into something that you actually want. So absolutely killer. We have to kill this guy. This guy must die. Karasu sucks. I absolutely hate Karasu. Easily one of my least favorite. No, not my dragon number 13. How dare you? I don't think we use the carrot yet. I don't think that would be the most effective thing to do. I think we just give a 2k. So let's cancel and then no blocker. Okay. That's fine. This Karasu has to die though. Karasu must be bye-bye. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and boom. Give that rested to him. Hot diggity dog. That gives us 6 left. Yeah, we'll play out Nami and then Divine Departure. Perfect. The perfect play. Wow. Wow. Nami is really cool in this deck because she is a blocker that's 5/6, but you also get to draw 3 and then place 2 cards at the top or the bottom of your hand. An absolute banger of a card because look, we just pulled Gum Gum UFO, we pulled Moke a 2k, and we pulled Baccarat. I don't think that we're going to be able to establish Nico Robin, so we will put some on the bottom. We'll put Nico on the bottom, and we'll be what? 10 Dawn next turn. I don't think that we'll be able to play Shanks either, so I'll go ahead and get rid of him as well. We leave 1 up for Divine Departure. We'll probably play, we have Wapple, Monet, and Gum Gum UFO we can play next. If they want to play Dragon this turn, we'll be able to kill Dragon with all of those. We could even just Monet, Dragon, and then Divine Departure him, which would be also disgusting. Just get him out entirely. Their hand sizes got back up though. It's 6-6, but we are slowly whittling down their life. All right. So I think that they're going to leader ability here to bring up this Ivankov. Okay, they hard play Lindbergh. Hate Lindbergh. That guy sucks. We might though. There's no blockers. They got 3 cards in hand. We might be able to go for game. Yeah, we might be able to go for game next turn. Let's see what they decide to do here. I say we eat it. No big deal. That'll be 6. Let's just give him a 2k. NBD. And just like that, they ran out of gas. They ran out of gas. They knew that no matter what, we would be swinging in hot that next turn. And yeah, they had, sheesh, 3K encounter. So my plan was for the next turn, not even to play anybody, but to literally just map them out. So I would swing probably, what, 10 with Nami and then 11 with Clown would be the goal there. But GG to my opponent, Super Lawn Gnome. Let's hop into another one. All right, here we are playing up against Blackbeard. I decided, yeah, I think we'll see how this goes against Blackbeard. Now, listen, friends, this hand sucks. This hand is not good. Bakra, that's a good card. Wapple, that's a good card. Gum Gum UFO, that's a good card. But where are Monets? And if we don't have Monets, where are our searchers to find Monet? This deck does not work without Monet. You must find her. We're going second, so we can look at the top 10 cards to find our Monet. Hopefully, there's going to be at least one in there. This is a really solid mulligan because we, oh my gosh, we pull two Dragon number 13s. Let's find our Monet here. Okay, we didn't find one, but we can pick up another 2K. Not a big deal. We will just search again for Monet. Okay, so this is nightmare scenario, friends, where we don't find Monet. However, unless all of these 4 life cards are our Monets, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because what, there's only 30, or I guess, yeah, 38 cards left in the deck, but really there's only 28 that we haven't seen. So the stats make it more and more likely that we are going to eventually find that bird girl that we're looking for. So now, alternatively, it's not the end of the world. If he plays something that's less than 4,000 that we can actually KO, then we can just hard play a Dragon number 13, hard attach the 2 Dawn to the Caesar Clown, and then end it that way. I'm going to take the life here because I'm praying for a Monet. Dang it, Nami. I like Nami, but that's not Monet. So, unfortunate that. Shanks, dear goodness. I think here the best play is honestly just swing and then play out Chopper. Just play out a blocker and just live life is the goal here. I guess we could play 2 Dragon 13s and I could be able to bounce one back and still have a blocker on field, but I mean, it's kind of whatever. Now would be a great time to, if I had Cavendish, I would have played Cavendish instead of this Chopper though, just for the extra card draw. So next turn, on my 6-Dawn turn, I'm looking at hard playing Nami if I don't draw into Monet. I think I would like to play Nami, or yeah. If I don't draw into Monet, I'll swing for 6 and then play Nami. That sounds about right. Here, he can, what, swing 6 into me, and then I'll just give him Otama, I think, is the call there. Actually, I might even give him, I'll probably give him Mocha. Otama, well, both of their on-plays kind of suck. Hopefully he doesn't activate his ability, but he might. Here, we will give him a Dragon number 13. Okay. Come on, buddy. Let me have my on play. He didn't let me. Okay, so not a big deal. You drew another Dragon number 13? What the frick is this game? I don't know what to do. I think what we do here is go 3. So go 5. Go 6 and then play out Dragon number 13. Just play aggressive. No big deal. Yeah, give me a 2K. Shoot. All right. And then play Dragon. On our 8 Dawn turn, See, I kind of want to avoid hard playing Nami since we aren't going to get that on play effect. Really, I picked this Blackbeard matchup so that I could show you all how a lot of times this deck runs off of activate mains with the Monet, and so you can still operate versus Blackbeard, but we just haven't found one. And that's the thing, is that this deck literally lives and dies by Monet, so I am pretty nervous about how we're going to play after this. I assume that he had one of these because he already gave up one, and this thing can search for the other. Absolutely pain in my butt, this card. I hate this card. We'll go ahead and give up Virgo, no big deal there. Because if we were to, for instance, we could hard play Dragon number 13, and then we could Gum Gum UFO, and we could bring this guy down to 4,000 and kill him with Ford on. Problem with that, though, is that he has the on KO, where now you can add up a card from the trash. So he'll probably add, you know, just the teach again. And we're in the same situation as before. Although I could do that and then play Chopper and we'll be okay. Wait. He didn't take away my on plays. Let's go ahead, actually, before we let's praise the Lord. Oh my gosh, we found Monet. Ooh, what do we want to get rid of here? Maybe I'm thinking Shanks and Nami. It's very unlikely that we get to play the Nami again. I just don't foresee them letting me do that. Here, let's do this. We'll swing for 6 and then play the Dragon number 13. I don't want to even put Monet on the field where there is a chance that they might be injured. Because I want to be able to bounce this girl back. I don't regret not killing that. We can always kill it this turn. He has to rest in order to kill the Dragon number 13, and I'm just going to block with it anyway. So that's not too big of a deal. He does have a large hand size, though. He's not to 10 Dawn yet, though, so he can't play Big Drop, the Big Teach. There is a world where he doesn't play any blockers, and he's just completely bricked up. I don't think he is, though. He's been throwing... Blackbeard runs some bricks, but there's only, what, 1, 2 counter cards? 3 counter cards in the trash. Okay, here comes the Van Augur. Oh, okay, he's gonna go for the Nami with the Teach by playing Van Augur. Right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. I mean, it takes out quite a bit here, so I'm all right with that. The biggest struggle with that, though, is I don't have like a rusher, so I can't you know, what I could have done maybe is swing with Nami to try and end the game, but I don't think I'm gonna. 8 cards. It's very doubtful that I would have ended by swinging like we did the last game. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay, so another guy here. I think we just take. Yeah, I think that's fine. We will kill Sandwall Wolf, though. Sandwall Wolf will be eviscerated. Or we could kill Teach. We could kill Teach instead. See, this is the tricky part of the Blackbeard matchup, is figuring out exactly what to KO and what not to. I think what I will do instead is I will... Okay. We have to give up. We have to mull, sorry, Gum Gum UFO, because these are on plays that minus the power. So it doesn't make sense to play them. We should just hold these for 2k. If we're gonna minus something by 4,000 power, then we might as well minus the teach. Then we can use Monet, swing into Van Augur, and just try and delay the game a bit more, and then also play out. After that, we'll have 6 more Dawn, and we can play out Dragon number 13 and Tony Chopper. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and womp, womp. Gives me an extra 6,000 or extra 1,000 power since I only have 2 life, so that's pretty pog. Play out this one. Boom, boom. Minus. Hopefully they swing into here is what my goal is. I'd love for them to force me to kill the blocker. I hate blockers, but we shall see. So, swing into Van Augur. Boom, boom. They do get to pick up a card because that's an on KO effect, and I assume they're gonna probably just pick up the teach. Like, I can't imagine them not picking up the other one that's in the trash. But we shall see. It's kind of why these higher cost blockers are good anyway. Drakuzan. Interesting. Interesting. Normally they pick up the other teach. That is kind of surprising to me. Fine. I am 100% okay with that. But it is a bit interesting. We have 3 blockers now. Monet in hand, tons of counter, and a Gum Gum UFO. So we might be able to start swinging really hard into life, but I expect Big Teach to come out. And we just kind of have to deal with Big Teach. There's not a whole lot we can do about him. Like, we really can't. Okay, never mind. No Big Teach. Gonna finger pistol me. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, 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 boom. I get it. I get it. It's not... It's fine. It's fine. Ask me if I'm upset. Van Augur? Yeah, okay. There we go. And then what? Is stronger? Or are they just not going to swing with them? Okay, Full Head Island to get rid of one of the big teaches? What the frick? I wonder if he was searching for that stronger. Since stronger can activate main and literally just KO one of these, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of one. Oh shoot, what the frick? Why? Why not? Trash card from your hand and this character. Oh, never mind, it gives -2. It's the other one. It's the .Q that KOs. Okay, I guess I didn't have to do that. Oh, whoopsie. Now, they did not... Wow, they must have been... Oh my gosh, they were entirely bricked up. Yeah, so my goal was to play UFO, and then... Actually, no, they didn't turn off my on plays. So I was going to play out Otama, play out Monet, and then swing pretty large, 8 or 9, and kill their blocker, and then probably just stack the rest of my Dawn onto Virgo and finish it that way. But excellent game to my opponent, GG. Thank you so much for watching the video and for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe for more One Piece TCG content and whatever else I decide to do. Deuces.